Mike, it's World Junior season again, and with that, some familiar questions, including Canada and their goaltending. Will they get quality net keeping at the tournament?
Well, this is always the question, John. Like, it doesn't matter what year you're talking about. Really, you have to go back to 2007 and 2008 when Carey Price and then Steve Mason were both named top goalies of the tournament when Canada got really all-star caliber goaltending. And you know, a couple years ago, Mackenzie Blackwood, I don't know if he was the reason why they didn't medal, but obviously you could point the finger at the subpar goaltending. This year, they've got a returning goalie in Carter Hart, a second-round pick of the Philadelphia Flyers. He looks like he's going to be the starter to start the tournament. But as we all know from previous tournaments, doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that he's necessarily going to be the guy when the games start to matter. Well,
two things. He's a returning goalie, which is huge. The pressure, he's seen it all. And also, he's having a hell of a season, leading the WHL in save percentage at like .960, something outrageous like that. So we have him, and then his backups, presumably. Do you think it's a strength for this Canadian team that they're going to actually be one of the better teams in regards to goaltending?
Well, here's what I'll say about that. I don't think it's necessarily going to come down to how good Carter Hart is. When you look at that defense, you got three returning players, and you also have Victor Mete, who's been playing in the NHL this season. That's not including a guy like Cale Makar, who was #4 overall pick of the Colorado Avalanche. So defense should be their strength. And if you got some defensemen that can move the puck out of their end and maybe clean up some of the areas in front of Carter Hart, maybe you're not relying on just outstanding goaltending. Maybe he just has to be good enough for a win.
Yeah, it's not every year that Canada's going into the tournament with little questions about the goaltending. So I think Canadian fans can take solace in that. For Michael Traikos and Post Media, I'm John Matisz.